We're just helping the people improve their houses and clean up all the junk that comes out of the edges.
The Carpenter's Helpers sprung out of a men's group that I was a part of for quite some time. I just sensed there was a missing component, some kind of service, that we needed to get outside of the gathering and go do something. And I read a book called The Externally Focused Church. That book kind of turned the mirror back on me. And God said, stop pointing fingers at the church and go do something. So I was driving around looking for that place, and lo and behold, I came upon a mobile home community of retired people. There was a number for the HOA manager, and so I called her and just said, I've got a group of guys and we'd like to come over a couple times a month and just help.
It was an opportunity for us as a family to not only serve those around us, but also to benefit from serving. We have a large family with 6 kids, and
Go ahead, Win. Take that.
I thought it was important for them
Replacing this edging along the house.
to focus on something besides themselves.
It was something that we thought that the kids could be involved in very easily. Because we're blessed, we are to bless others.
Want to get that one? God's put us on this earth to really give back to others, and again, the younger they learn that, the better citizens for God that they'll be. I think the benefit for my daughters, yes, is really that they can see the love of Jesus, and that is meant to be passed along, putting themselves aside and looking at the value of people and the preciousness of how God sees them.
You can see right up here where the water had started to come through the roof. I can't get up on the roof. Maybe I can ask those guys to help me do that. And first thing I know, they're out here fixing my roof. It was wonderful. I didn't have to ask anybody else. And it solved that problem that I had and couldn't solve myself. I have to check all those plants every day because it gets so dry up here. When the leaves fell over Lucille, she couldn't pick them up, and they came and raked her yard and cut all the weeds and the grass along the front of her mobile. So for her, that was a wonderful relief.
Do not try this at home. We are seasoned professionals.
I used to climb on my roof. I used to take care of all of my own stuff, everything.
Till he fell.
My own cars.
I used to,
But now,
yeah.
If I get down, I can't hardly get up because my joints just don't work no more.
To fix my shed door, they literally had to rebuild it. It was so bad I couldn't close it, and it was all rotted, and they replaced all that. We couldn't do it.
It's a great experience to help older people who are incapable of helping themselves. It's a great way to serve God.
This past winter, everybody knows we had a really bad snow. Come home one day and there was paths all around for the cars.
Yeah. It's just what God wants us to do. You create a relationship with people so that they're almost part of the family.
It's just blossomed. We now cater their annual Christmas party, which is 200 plus people. We've done that for 2 years now, and it's just been a huge blessing.
Wow.
And the women's ministry has sprung out of it.
What we did was provided mixes for soup and jars and mixes for cookies. And we had 30 or 40 who came and filled up jars and talked and really just embraced us too, like we really belonged there.
I have fibromyalgia, and I just had both knees replaced. There's a big pine tree here, and the needles accumulate on the roof, and the little piece of roof that's coming down, you know. I'm on Social Security, and my income is not enough to meet my needs. And before I heard about the Carpenter's Helpers, there wasn't anyone to turn to.
There are so many people here who cannot even walk. Those guys coming around, that's really a great help.
We get the teens involved in service projects because ultimately we want them to serve the community around them, to serve God and to live out their faith. The point is not so much, what credit they get or accolades they get. I think this generation is also very interested in doing something that's real and living out their faith and serving in a tangible kind of way. And I think they're looking for opportunities for it, and the more we can offer them, the better.
Serving is about serving. Serving is about, you don't care, you leave the results up to God.
Obedience isn't always convenient. If we wait for a convenient time to serve, we will never serve.
Whether they come to join your church or not is not the issue. You're there to serve. After people have been served, and when you earn the right to be heard, talking about your faith and talking about Jesus just, is something that's a whole lot less intimidating. It's a beautiful ministry to just do simple things for people.
Wow.
That's great.
There are communities like Woolhurst all across this country, full of people who need a helping hand. And that means numerous opportunities for individuals, families, youth groups, men's and women's groups to get involved. The Carpenter's Helpers can help you get started. We're here to help you and your church become the hands and feet of Jesus in your community by reaching out with His love in real and tangible ways to your neighbors. Please call me at 720-309-1228 or email us at thecarpentershelpers@yahoo.com. Well, it's time to go to work. Hope you'll join us.